All right, this baby's a bit dirtier. I put the plug in, but we got like weeds and leaves. So we won't know what the condition is, but it is an 86, which is quite lovely. And it is the HD. Yes, please. So hopefully, if anything, the case is good. Vacuum modulator and the valve in there. I'll take that off. We'll take off the governor stuff on here. There is a shift linkage on the other side of the outside that I'll take off. Seen this a million times. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to clean this off a bit first, so that way some of this gunk doesn't get up in it. And I'll do that off camera. We got this thing cleaned up pretty good on the outside, just enough to take it apart. I just took off the vacuum modulator, which controls your shift points and your idle. And just for reference, it went in like this. So the legs kick in towards the body like that, so you don't end up with it like that, but it was in there like this. So that's the correct way to go in. That's going to go in with the vacuum modulator. There's a valve in there that I have to go ahead and pull out. And then I'll wipe this down real quick and keep on going back to the governor. Okay, here comes out the valve. So the long part goes in there with the thicker part out towards the end with that tip there. So in like this, same thing comes out. So there's my reference for how that goes in and out. All right, this one has an aftermarket oil pan on here. So let's go ahead and get the last two screws off of here and have a look. The fluid has actually been pretty deep red. It hasn't looked burnt or anything like that, or no sign of like pinking from water, so it's always good. It does look like they put some kind of sealant in here. Doesn't look, I mean, it could be a really old RTV, but we'll have a look at it. But let's go ahead and get this peeled off. That's why it ain't coming off. Okay, let's have a look. It's mostly dirt from like whatever. All right, I just took out the oil filter bolt. This thing's already looking different. So we still have, ooh, something's going on with this filter. Single O-ring on this. On this one, or it's newer, see how it's got two? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the larger headed bolts. Oof, there goes all the fluid. 2, 3 of these. Got to lift up on the governor tubes. There we go. There comes one. There we go. This thing's had some water in it. Look. It's got rust on that plate. Ooh. 3, 4, 5. So let's pull this off. Okay. There's your water intrusion like crazy. I can pull those out before I even have to. Ooh, don't lose them. My goodness gracious. Okay, so there's my 6. Okay, let's see if I can. I think I got it. I guess you can use, what's it, 4L80 and cut it down to get this bolt, but okay, don't, oh, transmission's trying to escape. Yeah. Jacked up from water, which doesn't make sense. It's a little bit, yeah, so there's a little bit of rusting there on this thing right here. This gasket, it's got a fit right here. This little hump fits up with the hump at the top. And we got this. What looked different to me is this part right here. This looks, it's got these 3 prongs. And then the thing I was concerned about on the other one is a little hole right there. And then there isn't the 3 bridges, and this is deeper. I have a case right under here. The 3rd case that I have. Let's look at that one and see, because okay, here's the bottom of the first one I took apart, which has the same 3 pedals here with the stand-ups, where on that other one's kind of filled in. The same here, these 3. And it's got that little hole that peeks through that's on the other one that came out of the H2. But see how this one doesn't have the 3, it's just a big flat pad. And then there's none of those extra feet right there. This one almost has a little wear mark in there, but that might just be how it's when it's drilled in to come out here, that it kind of leaks a little. There we go. Ooh, look at the rust, y'all. I don't know if the camera's catching it, where the small washer is on the back end of this thing. Left this thing out in the rain, dog, or something. So let's go put this over on the desk. This one's got not too bad of rusting. Pop out this band, but just directionally. This slid out with it. This one's actually turned away from the middle, so that's good, from the big opening. All right, I'm gonna just pull this off and slide her down. So these clutches are held in by that snap ring. These intermediate clutches here in the middle. Okay, come on. All right, behind it. Goo. Look at that, y'all. And look at the cut on that. The plastic piece is chilling back there. Sits on the back side of this. Okay, pull this out first. And then there's the case spacer back here. Pull out the reverse band. The reverse band's rust. I need to push out that vent. I'm going to drill and tap to put a vent on this thing because I want to go ahead and have it go up by the engine bay. Usually these have like just a little tiny little vent, if anything, on there. And I want a legit vent up. So now's a good time to clean this sucker up if ever. Well, there's some signs of hope here because I had this, the top right here looked exactly like this, and then right here, and that's just with a little bit of Brillo pad work on that for a few minutes. So I'm pretty sure that, I mean, it's not pocking it out or anything like that, so there's no pitting or anything. So I'm thinking that stuff might come off just on the hardened parts. Now this rear part looks like it got some heat. See this purpling and bluing that's happening here? So this looks like this might have got a little bit of heat. We'll see if this rear output shaft and everything like that cleans up with the Brillo pad too, or if that thing's toast. Figured because they were out, I'd give them a quick look at it and tear it down and put back together and just get some extra familiarity. This is the pump, and I've gone through the other parts on the third one, which had the rust in it. This like looks like a ween. Had some rust in it along the edge, and so just use the green, used to be green Scotch-Brite to polish that up. Got to clean in there. As far as like the inner pump, you see how that's a lot more like gray? And then that's more shiny. It's still rough in there, so this isn't a worn out pump. This bushing though, I'm gonna be replacing this when I use this finally. One, there's no copper whatsoever, but then you can see on the outer edge there, let's see if I can find it. There's like some pitting right there, a little bit chipping and wearing out. So that pump bushing's gone, but how to remind myself. So these two lower ones are the same size small bolts for the pump itself. And then these two middle ones are the same size that go in there. And then this last one by this is the longest one. And this is where I constantly see them checking, is right here to make sure that there's not a passage that's been built up in here, which there it isn't really. It's all still so like, I don't know if somebody rebuilt this and never used it or didn't rebuild it right or what have you, but clean up this little spot here and we'll make sure passages and everything are super clean and what have you. And there we go. Just mostly to go ahead and note the bolt holes and such.